Hi, it's Allison. Welcome to Topic of the Day. Today we have a children's book for ages 7 to 10. We Could Be Heroes by Margaret Finnegan. And guess which song that comes from, that title? If you're like me, it's one of your favorites. This We Could Be Heroes is about a boy named Hank who has autism. He's able to go to regular school, but he doesn't really have many friends. He gets picked on a lot. His parents are great, but he has a baby brother who's pretty loud, and that can be hard for Hank. He does meet a girl named Maisie. She's very outgoing, but she too has no friends, and he can't imagine why because she's really great. They bond over the dog tied up at her neighbor's house. He's a really old man, and they find out that the dog has epilepsy, and they feel that the dog is being mistreated, just being tied up there. In this gentle book, everyone's stories are revealed, and the kids learn that what you see on the surface is not necessarily the truth. And it's funny, it's sad, it's a little bit scary sometimes. It's an excellent book about, you can't judge a book by its cover. And they learn a lot about themselves. It turns out Maisie has a challenge of her own, a physical challenge of her own that Hank learns about. And you get the feeling, you start to understand what it must be like for some kids to have autism. Hank describes it in this way. He says, aw was a Hawaiian word Hank discovered in one of his rocks and mineral books. It described a kind of explosive lava flow where the lava moved and cooled at different rates. The top of the lava cooled faster than the bottom of the lava, which meant that on the surface the rock became rough and prickly and sharp, while on the bottom it became incredibly heavy and dense. Awe was how Hank felt when he had a meltdown. His world went out of sync, like his body was moving at different rates. On the surface, everything became prickly and sharp. Sounds, textures, colors, and smells poked him until he felt punctured and bruised. But even while that was happening, part of him felt heavy, dense, immovable. Awe was just like it sounded, two long awes signaling two awe-inspiring and simultaneously methods of destruction. Awe was the worst feeling ever. Awe was the thing he didn't like about having autism. So it kind of gives kids a sense of what it must be like to be different in that way. I'd highly recommend it. We Could Be Heroes, and you'll probably want to listen to a little David Bowie after you read the book. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.